Hi, welcome to Jack's Continuum. This is Jack. I was thinking about lately a comment that someone had made to me about how people should love and respect each other, and how it there was and how the people should be kind of outlawed from saying things or posting things or anything like that that would be contradictory to that or divisive. So, like if someone was posting like hate messages, or someone was coming off as sounding judgmental, or perhaps politically incorrect or something like that, then those people shouldn't really be allowed to kind of speak or say something, because it goes against uh, creating this ideal world, so to speak, of everyone's happy, everyone gets along, everyone loves and respects each other. And I kind of find that, and always have found that, kind of contradictory. Not in the sense that something like that should not happen. I honestly, like other people, wish that would be the case. But there's this contradiction that kind of exists with it, where uh, many of us will talk about love and respect when it comes to other people, other races, other genders, and so on and so forth. But many of us, seems like, at least that I've seen anyway, don't really show it when it comes to personal matters in our own lives. So, for example, I just had a case where um, I had a person kind of talking to me about, wanting to meet up at some point and whatever, and just kind of hang out. And this isn't really a person who I hang out with, often. And I'm the type of person where, I do like to be respected. I do like, see someone to tell me, if they're not going to be around, or if they don't want to do something like that or whatever. And if they can't, they can't. It's not like I'm the center of the universe. However, I found myself having a hard time responding back to this person, to let this person know, that to tell them this thing that I would like to be treated, that, hey, I'm sorry, look, I can't make it right now, and I'm not really up for hanging out today. And that kind of hypocrisy, because that's what that is, really kind of showed me that aspect where um, it's easy to demand and want love and respect, and to preach love, respect, tolerance in our society today and everything. And at the same time, it's so easy to kind of momentarily or temporarily kind of put it to the wayside, and to kind of handle our own shit, and not really do things, and just do things that are more convenient to us, behave in a manner that is more convenient, where we maybe don't have to deal with something. So maybe you have that person you don't want to talk to, or maybe you have that there's a subject matter that you don't really want to discuss, the other person might want to discuss and feels like he needs to discuss, or whatever. Or that people are complaining about, the whole friend zoning thing, and how, person what doesn't want to be friend zoned and wants to have a chance shot at a relationship, but the other person is like, look, I'm great, you're a friend and everything, but I'm not into you that way and whatever. And sometimes I want to deal with that. There's the whole shit ton of situations and scenarios where this kind of applies. And the reason why it kind of bothered me was because a human society is a function where what we put into it reflects back out. Okay, so basically, it kind of reflects whatever our values are. So if those values change, or those perception, those morals change, then society is going to reflect that in its various outlets, such as media, just what you see in TV, what you hear in music, what you hear in politics, and so on. And there's this thing where we almost kind of seem unaware of that whole aspect of it. We kind of treat it as like this, it's this kind of whole separate thing, and how, no, they're not connected at all. And if we do this in this area, it shouldn't affect, this other area, in my life and everything like that. It just matters to them with these people, and they need to do that because I'm all right and they're not. And that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of a serious state of denial. Maybe even being naive a little bit. I don't know. Because we are surprised when people, like, who are prejudiced, or who are racist, or who are, whatever, start behaving in ways and saying things that make them feel happy, make them feel good for whatever reason, no matter how harmful it might be to another person, but it's good for them. It makes them feel happy, it makes them feel special, whatever the case may be. And we are surprised that someone would do something like that, and yet many of us, like myself, have found ourselves in that same kind of situation and may have made the same ethical decisions that they did. Not in the sense that okay, I'd made a racist thought or I became a racist or a sexist or something like that, but hey, maybe I chose to blow someone off who I didn't want to talk to because I just couldn't deal with it, or maybe I chose to support a point of view that makes me feel good, supports who I am, and I don't really give a fuck about how someone else might be affected by it that may or may not be harming them. Not giving it that kind of outlet of thought to that. And love and respect is a great thing, and I definitely still strongly support it, and I am naive enough to still kind of follow that and reach out for that. However, at the same time, it is a two-way street, and then on top of that, love doesn't and respect don't ignore what is right in front of it. If I want to have the world around me show love and respect, or at least have the potential to show that, then I have to show that out first, regardless. And it can't be a matter of convenience. A morality or a religion of convenience pretty much serves no purpose if you're trying to change anything. It only serves our own little worlds and everything. And if we're comfortable with that, great. Just don't say shit about other people having to follow that whole thing because, hey, what makes them happy may not make you happy, and vice versa, and and all that kind of sort of thing. So yeah, and so I guess that's kind of my thought on that. Definitely love and respect others. Just we should be aware that it is a two-way street, and if we don't respect that, if we don't honor that, then we should not be surprised when we see behaviors from celebrities and politicians and other people in our individual lives and people at work, when they start saying things and making decisions and doing choices that make them feel good, make them feel happy, and yet completely do not care or just make a conscious decision that it might hurt someone else and not really to have to deal with that or try to lessen that or anything like that. So anyhow, if you have any comments, criticism, or questions, leave a comment in the comments below. You can also email me at jackscontinuum@gmail.com. And again, thanks for listening, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.